going on, guys? What's going on, everyone? So just decided to do a little bit of a different video today. I have to go into work, so I figured in this video you guys can just come along for the long drive for me, and we'll just kind of talk about who I am, what I'm about, and just some things I think about. This video probably won't get a lot of views, and that's cool, but I just find it really important for you guys to know who I am, understand my feelings on things. I just think that's kind of important, so I hope you guys enjoy. Check it out. Alright guys, so I shot that intro a while ago. I've been trying to get this video together. I've been doing it again and again, so it's gonna be 3 parts. This is part 1. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check it out.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's...
Alright guys, what's going on? So it's going to be part 1 of a 3-part series. So basically in this video, what I'm going to be talking about in these 3 parts is basically just who am I and my plan for TRreptiles. I find this really important for you guys to know who I am, where I come from, what I'm about, and all that, my plans for my projects and what projects I plan on getting into. Because I'm on this journey, you guys are on this journey with me. You know, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You know, I just find it really important, and I just want to thank all of you too. There's a lot of you that follow me, message me, comment, like all my stuff daily, and I really do appreciate that, guys. It really means a lot to me. Really helps, keeps me going and stuff like that. So, you know, thank you for all you that do that. Appreciate it. So part 1, I'm basically just going to kind of do a little overview of kind of my childhood. You know, if you ever listen to a reptile podcast or whatever, a lot of them start out, you know, well, how did you get into reptiles and stuff like that? So that's kind of what this is going to be. You know, how did I get into reptiles? So I grew up in the city of Philadelphia. Actually, where I'm driving right now, I'm on my way to the hardware store for work. And you know, growing up there, you know, well, let me first start off. My name is Thomas Rattay. People call me Tom, Tommy, TJ. I'm 29. I live an hour outside of the city. I grew up in the city all my life, moved out of there about maybe 9 years ago. I have a wife of 3 years. We've been together for about 9, going on 10. And I have 2 kids, a 2-year-old and a 1-month-old girl, both girls. So family man, so very excited about that. Wife is extremely supportive of the hobby. That's very key, guys. So basically growing up in the city, there's not much herping to do. You know, you don't got, it's not like Florida, you got a nose running around everywhere and stuff like that, you know. It's not like that. So for me, we fortunately had our property butted up to Fairmount Park, which is a pretty popular park in Philadelphia, and there was a golf course there, so you know, had a heavily wooded area. So we used to walk through that to go collect golf balls. Kind of just like a little thing that me and my dad used to do. And in the midst of that, we used to flip up rocks, catch salamanders and stuff like that. Maybe find our garter snakes. You know, had those little critter cages and put them in there. There was just one time that we actually came across a water snake. And me being an 8-year-old and being uneducated in reptiles, you know, I think it's a king cobra. I'm curious, but I'm also kind of scared of it too. I get too close to it as my dad's trying to grab it, and it, you know, snaps at me basically. I jump back, I fall down into a little creek bed, traumatized. Rocks, I'm all cut up and everything like that, I'm wet. I thought it was going to poison me, you know, with its venom and eat me and stuff like that. And, you know, I basically just didn't know any better. And it traumatized me for really the rest of my life. You know, I thought snakes were really cool. I used to like to look at them from a distance, but I was very terrified of them. You know, when I was a teenager, to get me to watch the movie Anaconda, oh man, you were tripping basically. There's no way in hell I was watching that. So I'll obviously watch it now, and we also know it's not realistic whatsoever. So basically, I basically just had furry animal friends, hamsters, guinea pigs, and stuff like that. I'm a huge animal lover. I love animals very much. Back when I was younger, one of my goals was really to be, own my own pet store and stuff like that. And I used to make like little drawings, like maps and layouts and stuff like that, showing where the animals were going to be, what animals I was selling and stuff like that. And, to me, that was just really cool. It was really an ultimate goal. It, made me go to an agricultural school in the city. Basically had cows, hamsters, guinea pigs, rats, everything. Had some dogs, had horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, everything. And the funny thing is that I went there and I didn't even major in an animal class at all. Probably because you needed to be on the honor roll to get in those classes, and I was not on the honor roll at all. So I basically just did landscaping and stuff like that. But animals have always been in my blood. I got 3 dogs at home. I got 2 cats that I rescued from work, when they were kittens. I got an African cichlid tank, and I got a betta fish tank, for my daughter. So, I love animals. And now I'm a huge lover of reptiles. So basically, I graduated high school in 2006, and, I was trying to become a firefighter for the longest time. My dad was a firefighter in the city of Philadelphia. Wasn't really working out, and so I, in the midst of that, I joined and became a volunteer firefighter at the age of 18. Did that for a really long time. Since I moved away from that area, I'm not really as active anymore, but I was active for a really long time, so I really enjoyed it. So any firefighters that watch this channel, comment below, let me know where you're from. If you're a volunteer, if you're a paid firefighter, I always said to myself, if I ever met Chad Holker of Holker Herps, I would have something to talk to him about because he's a firefighter in Virginia. So I do miss it. Basically, I was always trying to find my niche, kind of trying to find something to do, because like I said, I wanted to own a pet store, and I really just wanted just to be my own boss. I didn't want to work for someone, even though that's really what it's come down to today. Today I work at a school. I've been at this school for 8 years, going on 9. I've worked my way from the bottom up. It's great. I do love it. I'm very busy around this time of year now because it's, it's the start of the school year and stuff. But it's not really ultimately my goal, what I want to do, and I still really haven't found that what it is I want to do. But I think I have with this, and I think a lot of people get into this hobby with the goal of doing it full time. And I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to do. That is somewhat of a goal of mine. I wouldn't mind that. I think a lot of people really wouldn't mind that. Is it obtainable? I don't know. I would like to think it is. But, I try to be basically optimistic. I mean, I haven't sold anything yet. I haven't bred anything yet. But like I said, I want to share this with you because I'm on this journey, and I want you guys to see that this is possibly something that it is that I'm looking to do. I think there's a lot of people that want to do it, and I've talked with a lot of people that this is what they want to do. And I don't really see anything really wrong with that. There's a lot of people say, do this for the love of the animal. Everyone's doing it for the love of the animal. I absolutely love the animals. And, I really don't think I would change doing anything but this right now. So, all right, so let's fast forward now. It's 2010, 2011, and one of the things I was getting into was kind of fish. And I'm looking around at a lot of, fish rooms and stuff. YouTube is a huge thing that I use for research, and I'm on YouTube checking out a lot of stuff. These fish rooms, awesome. Hundreds of fish tanks in these rooms, cool airflow systems and, automatic filtration systems. Very cool. After really research, I'm seeing like this isn't going to be for me because I have hard enough time taking care of one tank, maintaining the pH level and stuff like that. You get these breeding, you have to get breeding pairs, or you might have 2 males, and you don't know if they're a male or female until they're like 3 years old, or so it just wasn't something that didn't really seem like it was going to be for me. So one of the actual recommended videos that I had seen was snake bites, Brian Barczyk's video. And, you know, it was back then, obviously, when he was in his big facility and he was breeding heavily. And in that episode, he was showing a bumblebee, that yellow with that jet black striping, and I just fell in love. I was like, wow, this is so freaking cool. And then he showed a spinner blast and a lemon blast and a killer bee and a queen bee, you know, all this stuff, and clowns and pieds and albinos and lavender albinos and, you know, pinstripes. It was just amazing to me. So it caught my eye. I start watching more videos. I see, you know, Chewy getting bit and stuff like that. I know a lot of people never really agreed with those kind of videos that Brian did, but, you know, in my opinion, it got me into the hobby, you know, because I saw that him getting bit was not a big deal. And it really just kind of just showed me that this isn't going to be a problem if I get bit. You know, what am I afraid of? So I started looking up local reptile shows, and I found one. So I wound up going to this local reptile show, and really my only goal there was to basically just hold a snake. So I went and I found this guy that to me seems receptive. He had an albino. I asked him if I could hold it, and I just was just so elated and so happy. And I'm just like, you know, granted it was a hatchling, it was just balled up and just sat there in my hand, didn't really move around at all. So, you know, it's not like holding a corn snake or a Walma python or something like that, or carpet python, something that's going to move around a lot. But it just completely got me over my fear, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this. I gave it back to him. The guy was really annoyed. He's like, you don't want to buy it? I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I just wanted to hold it. Knowing what I know now, I realized why the guy was upset. I do apologize for that, but hey, look, you helped get me into the hobby. So basically, I went back and, you know, started doing a whole bunch more research and stuff. Saw Justin Kabelka's videos, saw Ralph Davis's videos, and went and talked with my then fiance. And we sat down and discussed it. She didn't think it would be a bad idea at all, but we were engaged. We were engaged for 2 years. We were getting married in 2013, so it was kind of like not really going to be able to swing this financially because we have a wedding to pay for. So I understood that. I was completely fine. And I basically just had to sit back and wait. So I think we'll stop there. I think that's a good part one. And then come picking up part two, I'll get into talking about when it was I actually did get into ball pythons, basically, you know, actually purchasing them and who I purchased from. So stick around for part two. Appreciate you guys watching part one. I know this isn't really a normal video. I'm on a very bumpy road right now, but I hope you guys stuck around for the view and check out part two. Thanks, guys.
Everything I used to dream in